Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we actually ended up getting the rerun for Kiryu, ICHIBE, and SENJUMARU. It is dropping in a day's time, and I already checked the filler, and it's actually kind of crazy. We do note, we were most likely not going to know what end of month is. It ends on the 20th. Get it? 420. I have to imagine they're doing that intentionally. We believe we're getting the news either the 26th or the 27th. Whichever day lands on a Friday and not Saturday, so keep that in mind. And the filler is honestly, I love it. I love the filler. Thousand Butter Ichigo is still a very great character. Thousand Butter Aizen, I believe this is the first time he's ever been in filler. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe he has been. Rukia is a very niche character in filler, and I think she's actually pretty good, and she's very cool to have. Masaki, unfortunately, a lot of people are probably going to have PTSD of her being in a banner, but at least she's usable. Maybe you don't have her, so at least if you pull her, she's a good character for GQ, the ranged, no affiliation GQ, if I'm not mistaken. Most people probably already have her, unfortunately, but she's better than Ishin and Ryukin, so I'll take it. And then Sajin and Toshiro, I don't think I've ever seen in a good 1000-year Blood War banner filler. I don't think so. Personally, I haven't. Now, maybe, they have been, and I just, wasn't playing at the time or something, but it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. So, that's actually really cool. They're really rare. I believe Toshiro's just a link, unfortunately. I think he's actually a pretty good link. I don't believe Sajin has anything, except just, he's really rare and unique, to be honest, and I really like it. Ichibe is the best technique character, in my opinion. Senjumaru, the best speed farmer, easily by a mile. Kiryu is a guild quest character, I guess. I was really hoping they would somehow add pity, just copium. But as you can see, the banner is the exact same. Step 1, 6, 11, 16, 21 is 150 orbs. 2, 7, 12, 17, 22 is 200. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is 250. And then you get a guaranteed 5-star every 5 steps. No pity at step 25. Kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, should you summon? It has a lot of value, to be honest. Ichigo's an insane heart character. Outside of GQ, I don't really like him in GQ, but everywhere else I think he does fairly good. Thousand Blood War Aizen can be used basically anywhere in the entire game. Rukia, I mean, she's good. She's a collector character, realistically. Same with these ones. Misaki is a good booster. Collectors. I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad to summon. I think the banner still holds up very well. Ichibe is still one of the best characters in the entire game. Let me just pull up their actual kits real quick. The Senjumaru obviously just absolutely insane, and then Kiryu, she's not bad. I think she's very underwhelming. She's a SP guild quest character for a side, so it's just kind of unfortunate, but give me 1 second. Alright, so we have Ichibe, because I'm not going to really go over the other characters. I kind of went over them. There's realistically nothing of value. I guess I can. I'll go over the filler. Okay, they're not terrible. I'm tired. I over-exaggerated, but we're going to be going over all of them. We'll just quickly scoop by the other ones, but we'll mainly go over Ichibe, Senjumaru, and Kiryu. Ichibe is a fantastic gauge character. Only downside of him, realistically, is him having Frenzy +1 and not full status immunity. I would prefer that. If he had Frenzy +2, complete status immunity, then easily the best technique character in the entire game, but it is what it is. That's my only downsides of him. Outside of that, he's an absolutely fantastic character, and if you don't have a technique character along the lines of Softly Toshiro or Quincy Ichigo, I think he's almost a must-have, because I don't see us getting a broken technique character since we just got Rangiku, a technique character. For end of month, I'm assuming it's going to be a power, a speed, and a heart character. Those are my 3 guesses. Obviously, it's not guaranteed or anything. That's just my guess. 100% we should get a power character, but overall, I absolutely love this character. He's really good. It's either him, Quincy Ichigo, or Toshiro that I use. He also has long stride process, duration -100%, and sprint +1. And when you pop his gauge, he ends up getting an SP boost of 50%, strong attack recharge -30%. He also has gauge rampage, so every single time you get a kill, you increase your gauge bar, so that way you get it back faster, which is really nice. He also has bombardment and weakened defense, which really good. His soul bomb hits pretty darn hard. And he also has a berserker of 50%. Okay, so he does have a berserker value. For a second, I thought he didn't. I was like, wait a minute. But he is a soul ripper and Quincy Killer. Can never remember if that's the right one, but yeah, very excellent character. Also really fun. I really love him, especially if you get him 2-5. If you get the SP and the focus boost, he is insane. He is so much fun. But yeah, moving on to SENJUMARU. This character, you only need 1 out of 5. She is insanely like broken. We don't need a single potion character for speed ever again. The only thing I could see is if they give like super potions plus 10, but then they're probably going to take something away, like droplets or something, and it's like not really worth summoning for if you get her. So if you get her, you're set. You're chilling. You never have to summon for another potion character again until they like super power creep them, but at that point it's like, who cares? So she's a hollow killer. She's a melee killer. Or melee character. She has team party attribute, speed attribute character special move damage plus 30%. It's okay. I don't really care too much for that skill, but she has berserker 50% complete status immunity, 100% damage, more damage inflicted when an enemy doesn't have a status element. I don't know why I never read that skill fully. I just give myself a tongue twister at that point. Devastation plus 60%, so 60% more soul bomb damage. Frenzy plus 2, hit hidden enemies, and pierce iron skin, which is why she does so much damage in IT. She also then has droplet drop plus 30%, power droplets plus 10, power link slot potion plus 5, and super link slot potions plus 5. And then I think she has like sprinter and stuff. Havoc plus 20%, marauder, and sprinter plus 2. Give her full stamina damage and long stride, and she is just absolute speed demon. So absolutely love this character. Easily one of my top 3 favorite speed characters in the entire game. Now moving on to Kiryu, I don't personally have her, but she is a booster with an enhanced boost ability, so it gives a 43% boost to your your attack, defense, and focus, which is an insane boost for GQ content. She's a human killer, which is a very needed GQ. Unfortunately, she's not a NAD character. If she was NAD, she would have been so much better. Unfortunately, she's an SP character meant for GQ as a booster, as a side, so it's very unfortunate. But she has berserker value of 60%, booster of 30%, damage to paralyzed enemies plus 40%, debilitator of 5, devastation plus 40, enhance plus 10 seconds, which is what increases the time on the boost. That way it lasts up to 20 seconds, and it makes it a 43% boost. She has Frenzy plus 2, Havoc plus 20, Sharpshooter, and the SP boost of 80%. Now, unfortunately, since she has the SP boost, and she has the boost SA2, she doesn't inflict a status element, so it's harder for her to proc her status element, so she doesn't get the SP boost as often. But since she's a side, I honestly kind of would have preferred it if she just didn't have a status element to begin with, but it's alright. She's not bad. She's definitely the most underwhelming character on the banner. She's okay. She's okay. In terms of the main 3, by the way, now Ichigo, just an insane heart character. You can still easily bring this guy in 1 out of 5 in IT, and he still absolutely cooks. Main thing is he has the damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment plus 100%. He has Frenzy plus 2, and then he has Bruiser plus 40%. Does he not have any Berserker value? No, but he has Pierce Iron Skin as well, so that's why he can do so much damage. I thought he had a Berserker value, but he doesn't. He still does crazy damage. Like in IT, I love this guy. He's my second favorite character in IT. Only thing I like Rangiku more is the complete status immunity, but other than that, he is insane. Absolute broken character. Now Sosuke Aizen, insane character. Unfortunately he's a NAD character, but I believe he's like the second NAD character to get the 80% attack boost when he procs a status element. So yeah, he has the gauge effect of strong attack recharge minus 30%, so that way he can get his boost back even faster. He has the boost of 33%, and then he has the shield mechanic around him, so that way, if you get hit, you have a few hits and you don't take any damage, which is really nice. Bruiser of 40%, debilitator plus 5 seconds, flurry plus 1, guard break plus hit enemies, increased status element chance against speed attribute enemies plus 10%, which is pretty nice. Multi barrier plus 2, poise, and the attack boost plus 80%. And then I think it's fire. 100% chance to hit dodging enemies of any affiliation, fire duration minus 100%, and sprinter plus 1. So a very insane character. I still think he's an SS tier character. So take that with what you will. And I also love that he's actually returning. I'm tempted to do 5 steps. I would love an ICHIBE dupe. I would love an Aizen dupe. Like the main 2 that I realistically want. But it's very tempting. So I'm not gonna lie, it's so deep into the video, I completely forgot. But if you go 10 steps, I wouldn't blame you. Do note, end of month is probably gonna be insane. That's why they held out, or that's why they're dropping this banner around this time, right before end of month. It has to be planned. It has to be. And next end of month is probably gonna be crazy as well, considering we're gonna get Trushikai, Ichigo, and Yuha returning. So yeah, Rukia, nothing to say except she's just really cool. You know, Bankai button. I believe she can transformation, right? Switch. Yeah, I believe she can. She has the Bankai button, so she get transformed into her Bankai, and she can actually move around. She does pretty good damage. Nothing crazy. She can clear. I don't know about Nightmare, but she can clear very hard GQ if she's max transcended. And being like what 3 to 4 years old at this point, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nothing to say there really though. Like, you know, just pretty average nowadays. As for Masaki, she is basically just a pretty darn good NAD character, and she has a boost and an SA2 shield, so really like it. Range character, the best booster for range, no affiliation if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, if you pull her, really good. But I think a lot of people already have her, unfortunately, but newer players could definitely make value out of her in GQ, which I basically use her every single time. So yeah, moving on to Sajin. Yeah, I remember this soldier. Okay, I thought it was like a last ditch link or something, but he looks cool. Like, he looks insane. I love the look of his art, but he's just a very mediocre character. He has weakened defense on the Soul Bomb, but he's a NAD character. Okay, weird, I guess. It's whatever. I believe he has a long range follow-up. What was he missing that people want? Guard break. He doesn't have guard break, so that is very unfun for a NAD character, I will say. So yeah, he's basically just collection purposes. I think he looks really cool. As for Toshiro, okay, he is, yes, he's a good Link. He's not an insane Link, but he's a really good Link. Okay, he's a good Link, my bad. I think he got a pretty good resurrection from what I remember. Nothing like, nothing insane, but not terrible, you know. But I just think he looks sick. He just looks really cool. That's pretty much about it. And they're really, Sajin and Toshiro are very rare. That's why I was like, oh my god, no way. So yeah, if you guys summon, I wouldn't put it past you. I am kind of tempted to do 5 multis. You know, I am almost at 6,000 orbs. I'll have another like 3 weeks to save for end of month. I only need 5,500 orbs just in case, you know, they drop one of my favorite characters. And going for an Ichibe or Aizen dupe wouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I think I might do 5 steps just to try it out, you know. But let me know down below what you guys are gonna do. Are you guys gonna summon? Are you guys gonna skip? Completely understandable if you do either or. An insane banner. I really like the filler, but remember, end of month is probably gonna be really good. So kind of have to make your choice. Do you want these older characters? Realistically, I think the one that's mainly needed is Senjumaru, then Ichibe, and then after that probably Aizen, and then Kiryu, and then Ichigo, Masaki, Rukia, and then Toshiro, and then Sajin. That's how I would personally rank it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Have an absolutely amazing day. Best of luck if you do consider summoning. And peace out.